Season 4.
Killing machine this bomber cloud from one bomber cloud column.
Yeah. I get that feeling in my stomach like I'm feeling for a come up, like a pregnant woman eating for her unborn son or daughter. Serial killer with a splash of cold milk. These men are built by weight, lactic acid, home skills. For the massive more meals, for the gastric hole still. Listen, we may clash but the titans don't chill. This is food for four, food for you all. We ain't the news, just a crew with the tools for the sport. Fast food.
You are now listening to the Fast Food Podcast.
Yes, people. This is the Fast Food Podcast, episode 2. I'm your host, Morgan Heights. I'm here with two of my fine illustrious guests. Trimmer, who's got the keys to my bimmer. And Drizzy Sakafet Freckles. What's good? What a go on, my G.
Sakafet.
It feels good to be here. Yeah, man, I'm good. For those who don't know, you need to get to know. We're here every fortnight.
What's that, every 2 weeks?
And we're bringing you that food for thought, soul food for the mind, a feast for the palate. Hang tight, my boy Trebler in the building. What's good? I see you, brother. My G.
Trebly.
Before we get this thing kicked off tonight, or today, or wherever you're listening to at whatever time, all audio episodes are available on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, new one, and SoundCloud. All visual episodes will also be available 2 to 3 days after the audio episodes are out. And that will be on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you show love. I want to give a shout out in a little while to a few people who've actually reached out to us and said love. This is Fast Food Podcast, episodes 2 of season 4. Well, go on, my G's.
Can I make a public service announcement?
What's that?
Trim, was you going to say something?
No.
Okay, cool. All right. I didn't want man to feel like I interjected. All right.
Talk to me.
It's a public service announcement.
Yeah.
Drizzy Freckle.
To the people who don't think there's something going on outside, right? And I'm not referring to the snow, but there's something going on outside on a global stage.
Right.
To the people who don't believe or agree that whatever this thing that's going on which is called a pandemic, is a real thing, you think it's a hoax, you think it's a a government thing, you're entitled to your opinion.
Right.
Okay? I'm not going to sit and tell you what you can and cannot think of, but all I'm saying is just respect those around you. Right. That's all. If you don't think it's a real thing, that's totally fine. That's your prerogative. But there are people that that are vulnerable and stuff like that to what is going on.
Right.
So at least just follow the precautions that are put in place to help the less fortunate, the vulnerable ones, etc. Because at the end of the day, we're all in this together.
Absolutely.
So you don't have to take it serious, like I said, but at least just follow the precautions for those, the vulnerable.
I'd like to piggyback off that.
Okay, go ahead.
I dare not pause.
Morgan Heights.
Anybody who feels like they need to take the vaccine, take the vaccine. I don't feel like we should be in any position to judge people who feel like they are in a vulnerable position with the COVID situation. And I know a lot of people, obviously there's been things online for months about the vaccine, taking the vaccine, not taking the vaccine. Everybody's entitled to make their own judgment calls on the situation. And I don't feel people should be alienated if they feel like they need to take the vaccine, So I just want to say that.
Because we did between the three of us make a pact that we were going to purposely stay away from talking about that thing.
Yeah.
How can you
just that, we're inundated with it all the time, every day. So I think I'd like to feel the Fast Food Podcast is a safe space for people to just chill out, relax, and just listen to the vibes and just hear our opinion on things, catch some jokes, get educated, informed,
You can't Trim, but it almost feels like because we say we don't want to talk about it, we don't talk about it for too long.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
That's pretty much what. And I like the way. Hey, trim. By the way, you got trim. When did you get trim?
Who, me?
Yeah, you got.
Who, me?
You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting down analysing, man, and I'm like, pause. And I'm like, yo, trims, yeah, I like the way that the beard is. I like the way you got it, you know, and it's sparkly and it's got you got a little sheen to it. It's the light. It's reflecting off the
Is
light.
that natural oils or is that like what's her name?
I just think that the way I just think it's natural. It must be.
Yeah, man. You look
Feeling-
sharp, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, you look cool.
Own it, man.
Shit.
Man just said, man, paid your compliment. You're
I
looking
said thank
sharp.
you.
I know,
I
but
said,
you thank you kind of like, oh, you can board the train now. Thank you. Or you can take the left. Oh, thank you. Like, my brother King. Hey,
You are appreciated.
G,
Everybody's
you're
looking
looking-
slick.
G, you're looking-
Everybody's
you're
doing
looking-
their thing.
I appreciate
we
it.
knew what happened pre-show, but you're still looking
Oh.
on point. You know what I
What
mean?
happened pre-show? Well, I don't know what that means.
Mate.
Bring it in. Fill us in. Fill me
So
in.
basically,
Fill me right in.
Man said, pause, bro. Pause, bro. Basically,
Yeah.
shout out to my wife. Much love.
Lise.
But she
Yeah.
pissed me off today.
Right
bro.
off.
Right
Who
off.
the fuck she think she is?
Bro.
She need it? No, I'm joking.
Bro, the thing is, right?
Guy.
The mad thing is I knew I was coming to do the podcast today. I was like, babe, I want my outfit set up. She was like, babe, I got this top for you. It's a pattern. It's got 2-pack on it. It's black. You can wear the. I was like, babe, please have that ready for me for Tuesday. Yeah? So
I'm in already.
bro, I'm in the shower. I'm ready to go. Babe, blah, blah, blah. You got the top. She goes, oh, I can't. Oh, no, I need to find it. I was like, okay. You know the ones there when you, all right, let me just keep on getting ready. If I get dressed, it eventually just end up on the bed. Nice, ironed, everything.
You know when you're married and you got those privileges where you get to think like that. You get to think that it can miraculously appear and it'll just be there.
And the bar she dropped on him was when he said to her, oh, babes, is it washed? She goes, oh, I don't know if it is. Oh, I'm sorry.
Lovely.
What, does it wash itself?
Oh,
He took your story away.
So
You know
I,
what I mean?
so I got out the shower. Boom. Babe, I can't find it. I think I've put it in the wash already. I said, if it's in the wash, why is it not washed? And so I'm like,
More marriage privileges.
I'm starting to
Why?
panic now.
You wouldn't know
I'm
about that,
starting.
would you, Trim?
I'm starting to panic though. I'm starting to panic because I'm like, I had the outfit pattern. What am I gonna wear now? That's how I think, bro. Like,
Yeah, I have no other clothes in the
yeah,
wardrobe.
I like wearing black because I put on a bag of weight over quarantine. So you know them ones there, like, I got
I'm feeling
yeah, I'm feeling my-
masculinely fluffy.
Hey, he was probably on Pretty Little Things thinking, what can I get?
Yo, I was trim. I was pissed. So I'm vexed now, and I'm walking around the house, and I'm walking around the house, and you know when you're getting dressed in anger, you just things don't feel right.
You put your shoes on.
Now I'm looking at the time. I gotta get out the.
Put your shoes on before your boxers.
Bro, I put my I cream, bro. I forgot even to cream certain places, bro.
No. There's no excuse for that. I'm sorry. I don't care how angry you are.
Yeah.
There is no excuse to not
Yeah, but
cream
you could oil
the
before
cracks,
you come out the shower.
the crevices.
Did you
and
shower
all
or
of
did you bath?
Showered,
Yeah, so that's baby oil.
bro. I did manage to do my thing, but I was just annoyed, and so I'm about to go out the door, and I'm like,
Without the top.
no, without.
So you had your your jeans and your coat and your vest.
I managed to find something to put on, and I'm going out the door vexed. And she goes, babe, you're not supposed to leave the house with bad vibes. I said, babe, I'm going, innit? Going.
And you ended it like that.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
The contributor
Let's see.
to the bad vibes is telling you not to leave the house with the bad
He's
vibes.
scandalous. He be scandalous.
At least I still come around for a plate of food, but I'm just putting it like it is.
Nah.
Just
Don't
putting
give
it
him
like it is.
shit. Don't give him shit. What you need to do? Can you see how diplomatic I am? And I think, bro, how do you feel now that you left in a strop? How do you feel? Do you think you could handle it better?
No, I rang her en route. And I've already kept it moving. I said, babe,
Shook ones.
Oh yeah, I really got to go back to that house. I swear I lived there. I think that's mine.
No, but do you know what?
where I live.
I feel like sometimes when you're in a stroppy mood, you just got to kind of, it's something that subsides over a period of time. I put music on in the car. I was driving. I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go see the man them to do the pod. Everything can't be that bad.
What did you put on?
I've just got this fucking night top.
No,
on,
bruv. What did you put on the music? What tune did you said I put on the tunes?
Oh no!
What did you put to calm it off?
I put on the game.
Okay.
Remember Running? Off the documentary album. Yeah.
I mean, there's an argument that might be better than I Get Rich or Die Trying. But anyway.
Wow.
It is a good album.
It is, yeah. It is a good album. So, long story short, me and the missus is cool. We're keeping it moving.
I think me and the missus are cool. You mean maybe you should rejig that because you might get back. You might get back, and she said, "Yeah, but before you left, I said to you, you shouldn't leave like that." And the best thing to do.
No, she's calm, bro. She's calm because my son is at grandma's and I'm out the house. I'm telling you right now, she's calm. She's doing her bit. She's got it. Everyone's.
But what the streets want to know is what's gonna happen when you get home tonight.
Streets need to mind their own goddamn business.
That's a fact. Anyway,
you got to mind.
The reason why we played Jeremiah Plains was because we're spreading love. We know Valentine's Day is coming up in a Sunday. Mm-hmm. But quickly before we continue, I just wanted to speak to Trim about something. Remember, communication.
Cool. Good word.
Communication is important in all aspects. Even just what I was talking about. Sometimes you just vex and you just can't communicate and you're not in the right frame of mind and whatnot. But communication is the key. And I said to Trim the other day, I wanted to speak about this briefly on the podcast because I think people can not only relate, but also learn things from it. And it's as simple as me and Trim had a little, what would you call it? What would you call it?
Is it a sabbatical? Is that the word?
It wasn't even that, Trim.
Together.
Pause.
A little meeting, discussion.
Misunderstanding.
There you go. I like that. It was a misunderstanding. We were talking in a group chat, in the Fast Food Podcast group chat. We was talking about topics, what topics we wanted to use during the podcast, throwing out ideas. Woke up in the morning and I looked at the group chat messages and Trim was like, bruv, I don't even want to talk about that.
You have to go back. You have to say, this was the topic, and then let's do the whole thing. We've got that.
So it was the topic that we spoke about at the beginning of the last episode, episode 1, where it was...
Do we find white women who only date black guys
strange?
Yes.
Question mark.
Yes, that was the subject. And Trim came on to the WhatsApp message, not physically bussing. He opened up the app and went onto the message. He didn't bus on that. And he was very dismissive. And I woke up in the morning.
I was very sorry, go on.
When I woke up in the morning, I saw the thing. I was like, Trim, what do you mean? Yo, not reading or listening to the voice notes after. But I already woke up on a vibe. So I was just like, I'm calling Trim. Trim knows me, one of my oldest friends. I'm like, I'm not doing the messaging. I'm calling the motherfucker. Yeah. Trim, what go on? What do you mean? Bruv, you got Trim. You got to listen. This is him to me. Trim, you got to listen to what I said afterwards, bro. I said, bro, sorry, I didn't. I just need to talk to you, mano.
You were still in it. You were still in the feeling so much that you still, even knowing that there was more further information, you still had to get that energy out of you from how you initially felt.
Yeah.
And I understood.
Yeah.
That's why I said, feel free to check it out. And I'm not being dismissive because I was very thoughtful about it because I explained myself knowing that at times I can come across as dismissive. So I'm trying to look into myself and how people, because when you're on WhatsApp or whatever, you just throw stuff out, don't you?
Yeah, and that's the point. So, and that's and this is why I don't want it to sound like we fell out in any way. It wasn't a fallout.
No.
And the good thing about me and Trim's relationship is that it's never ever been ill vibes.
No.
We always talk, and it's always cool. Do you know what I mean? Which is why, long and short of it is, sometimes people, when you're messaging people over social media platforms, call them. Because you don't always see tone. You don't always see...
Body language, intent,
everything, all of the above.
All entangles.
You just read it and you go, I wear the bum.
You always, I'll take that back. You tend to, whenever you read something, you always tend to hear it in that West Indian. That West Indian. Food,
Oh, where did?
That West Indian food shop.
What you want?
Yeah. What?
What you
So
want?
you say you don't want to read it?
Yeah. Okay, can I get the
No.
the fried fish and some rice? We not have that. But you just asked me what I want. You didn't even tell me like what's on the menu isn't really there.
It's so true.
Yeah.
It's so true.
And we always see things like that. We listen in the worst voice.
In the worst,
we listen in the worst voice.
Why do we always go to Arms House?
Natural.
Why is it always Arms
Because
House?
everyone's welcome there.
Yeah.
It's the door's always open
Yeah,
there.
for sure.
It's poor
Fast as
and it's
never
low
closed.
vibrations. It's low vibrations.
Yeah, for sure. It's real.
Which, funny enough,
Yeah.
is where man like Wiley got himself caught out, right? Because
Yeah.
he said that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and without the context of hearing him say it, or in the tone, or how much bass he had in his voice,
Yes.
and now he just got, you know,
It's interesting when you say that, Driz, because I've been on Chatty House. I've been on Clubhouse for the last
Mickey's Clubhouse.
4 or 5 days. Trebs, it's lit in there, you know. It is litty, predicky, admitty, committee in there. It's so. Those who don't know what Chatty House is, Patty House, Petty House, Clubhouse. It's a new app, relatively new app, where people who have been invited to the platform can go back and forth and talk about various different subjects.
audio. There's no typing.
No typing.
It's
You
audio.
cannot get this if you have Android.
You can't get it if you have Android. That's right. Which makes it obviously a little bit more exclusive.
And a bit, I think more the levels and standards a bit higher.
Yeah, absolutely,
Do you know what I mean?
absolutely. And as soon as I did surface around it for a couple of days because I didn't want to just when you pause. So when you is that a pause?
It was a bit predatory. But yeah.
Whoa!
It was like I just was around it.
Oh,
Like,
Bill R.
covering.
Kelly-ish.
Okay, we have got the money jar. By the way, we've got a new money jar for that. If a pause is not a pause, man, I got to put money in the jar.
Facts.
From now on.
But they get to say what's a pause.
How?
Why not?
They're not-
Why
we're
you
not
got to
in
be
front
the
of a live
boss?
audience.
Why can't they? We need engagement.
That's why we're gonna do the shout outs later.
No, not only the shout outs. I want them to decide whether it's a pause or not.
But how can you do that? It's
They
on
need the
SoundCloud.
control.
You can do that, really.
No, they can do Facebook. They could do Facebook.
That sounds like my mom. Facebook. Just everything's on Facebook. Just go
Everything's
Facebook.
it's everything.
Sorry. Go ahead, my brother.
He didn't
Clubhouse.
He didn't even finish off our story, so I don't mind.
I did.
Good.
I kept it moving.
Just
Love it.
call. Instead of communicating online, just call him.
Just
brother.
call him.
Warner
Clubhouse is actually a really good platform. I've been, again, tippy-toeing around it for a few days and then I actually followed a couple of people and then went in there. So happens 2 days ago, Madness, because I've already told Drizzy. I'm in the room and I'm in there with Wiley
Yeah.
and a
may
couple
have heard
other
of him.
heads and we're chopping it up.
Yeah.
What happens is you go into the room
Yeah. Break it down.
and if you want to talk or you want to be somebody who to talk in on the panel, for example,
Yeah.
you need to be invited. So whoever's the moderator will go, okay, cool. He can come in and talk. And usually there's, I don't know, on average, 10 people in that particular part of the room.
But you can hit the wave icon if you want to say something.
You're right.
And then the moderator will then say, add as a speaker.
Yes.
And you go in and you can say your piece.
That's it.
And then you can mute yourself
That's
so you
it.
people don't hear you
Disrupt
breathing like,
and yeah.
like Darth Vader.
eating.
And you're going that, right.
Yeah.
Or whatever you might be doing.
So I'm in there with Wiley, and Wiley happened just to be talking about the whole controversy with
Exodus.
him and out in the Jews, and it was good to hear him
Jewish.
be mad humble and actually very, very remorseful about the situation. Where footage that I've seen of him before talking about it felt like he was doubling down a little bit.
On the
I
defense.
think he's had time. I think he's
Yeah.
had time to look at stuff and realize that it doesn't matter that much. And I think also he looked like he was on such defense mode,
Yeah,
real sicko mode.
yeah.
No disrespect or whatever, but
Yeah.
it was just like it felt like it was him against the world.
Mhm,
You know, he
mhm.
was having like a pack moment.
Yeah.
But the many were paying for, the many were paying for the few. that's what G more or less said to me. It's like it felt like what he said was he had issues with a small select group of people.
Yeah.
But then he just let off the thing to innocent bystanders.
So yeah,
he generalized.
So this and this is what
Wrong to
this
do.
is what he actually said verbatim. It was only 6 people we had an issue with. 6 people we had an issue with,
that whole village.
and it went,
John.
and he went, yeah, Schwitz, you know the man there, like,
Wolf. Yeah.
like man them with names like that, Jewish man names, you know them ones there, and he vented, but it was nice to have because I didn't know, to be fair, because of my Jewish ties, I didn't really know how to feel about Wiley, to be honest with you, because I was just like, bro, you're a little bit, why are you doing that? Like, why choose?
But if you didn't have Jewish ties, how would you feel about it?
I don't know. I can't tell you. All I can say is, if it happened last year, so we've already had Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
So in the way I think is, if we want other people to stand up for us when it comes to our issues, then who am I to turn around and not stand by another person's issues? Because I know black people feel like it's all on us and we are the oppressed, which we are. But at the end of the day, a lot of people are other people in other races have been oppressed and are oppressed.
Yeah, they are considered a minority in other people's eyes.
Yeah.
The Jewish community.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we should really look at them as allies, because they're not, as far as I'm aware, they're not dismissive of us.
No.
And they are.
They must love us.
Well,
shoulder to shoulder.
if you
know what I'm saying?
Really?
yeah, I mean,
Shouldn't they really love us?
I mean, if you keep it a buck,
I don't
Hitler.
wanna be too
If you keep it a buck, Hitler took out Jewish people, black people,
they were
Christians, disabled people, people who didn't look like they were the new race he was trying to. So we all was in the same bubble, and which is why it's important not to generalize, because everybody suffers or have suffered. Do you know what I mean? And but long story short, because I don't really want to dwell on that.
Of course.
It was good to hear that he was repentant of what he said and done. So obviously he's kind of been outed on social media. He's actually following me on a few platforms now, which is cool, and it's good. And we're gonna, have some more dialogue, and who knows in the future we might even have
there's an empty seat over
might have
there.
Wiley on the podcast. Do you know what I mean? Which is a beautiful
good.
thing. Yeah. So let's do this.
Food podcast.
Valentine's Day is coming up, February 14th, as we know. Shout out to my boy Shannon and his wife May, because Shannon's birthday, I always remember Shannon's birthday is the 14th. His birthday. I don't really remember anyone's birthdays,
No.
but his one, especially
there.
because it's on that day. So I want to shout him out.
Shout out, brother.
Every day should be Valentine's Day, or is that just
Yes.
a cop
If
out?
that's the no, it's not. I don't think so.
Talk to me.
I think that you should, if you have that significant other, someone that makes you feel a certain way, nice and warm and fuzzy inside, you should just treat them good, innit? But
Every day?
yeah, why not?
Yeah, no.
The fact that you're 100%, why not?
Yeah.
Because obviously, if you care about yourself, you want to be treated that way, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So why the fuck ain't it
Didn't
good
feel
enough
like I
for
was
the person?
I didn't feel like I was treated like that today. That's the thing.
Okay.
But no, but the love is always there, which is important.
Yeah, but what is that?
Yeah.
What is that? Because if Valentine's Day is meant to be for love, then every day is meant to be for
Valentine's
love.
Day.
Every day is meant to be Valentine's Day.
I'm
Well,
talking.
it depends on because obviously you've got the whole materialistic side of it where
Yes.
you buy this and you roses and you this and you
Yes.
chocolate and
Yes, chocolate.
and chocolate and
Yeah.
aftershave and perfume, cologne. But at the end of the day,
True
it
grenade.
is nice. Yeah, but it's nice too. Once in a while, go to the shop and buy the missus a little fragrance, or you get what I'm saying.
What we're gonna
Bits and
do?
bobs.
What we're gonna do this season? Because obviously we're in quarantine.
Yeah,
And
that
so
doesn't
obviously
stop you from
there
getting
isn't-
bits.
No, it doesn't stop you from
You say
getting
bits.
bits.
Sorry, can you be more detailed in regards to what are you talking about?
Bits is in the sense of if you wanted to get your significant other something nice, you can still order it
okay, cool.
online. You can still get. You can still. There's a couple of places that you can still get flowers, and if that's what you do.
Okay. I
Um,
thought he was talking about love making, but carry on.
love making. I guess that's the byproduct of everything else, isn't it? So, but yeah, it's right to treat your significant other properly,
I think you
care,
should do.
attention, all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
But in return, you should also have a level of understanding from that person, because sometimes, as you said, like, should we? Like, it's questionable. Sometimes we don't feel a certain way.
Yeah.
So it's all right for them to understand that, hubby is on his work thing, or he's doing this, or he's doing that, a little bit busy. So sometimes he's not going to be able to be as attentive as I would like. But that doesn't mean that he's not important, because when I'm not there no more, what you I gotta do?
I'll be coming to you in a minute, Drizzy Freckles, because he's
always been elusive on this around this time. So I've done it for a few years now, and he will always.
We'll get to him.
What's the guy's name? What's the guy's name in Inspector Gadget? And he always used to be able to disappear just before. Was it Dr. Claw?
Dr. Claw.
Yeah, just before they catch him.
Yeah, he's a bit ahead of his time, but
yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I know.
He would dip.
Expect to get you.
He's always been.
Yeah, his
always
dip was a
dipping.
bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dipset.
Yeah, Dipset. You're right. You should definitely.
Yeah.
Trebler, give me a joke. You should definitely do something on Valentine's Day.
You should definitely do something.
Absolutely.
Most days.
And
you
you're
try
right.
your best.
And you're right.
Levels.
Every day is Valentine's Day in the grand scheme of things. Love is love is love. If you love somebody, you should love them every day. And you're absolutely right. What I would like to know from Drizzy Freckles, who is the singleton in the group, what's your motherfucking ass going to be doing on Sunday, nigga?
Well, I got to be all that and nigger at the end.
Oh God, bro!
Damn,
bro,
right?
it's
You know
good.
what I mean?
I
I thought we were kings, and like, you know what I'm saying? We're still at that level of that. I thought we saved it for them, look. We're still that.
Yeah, no, man, nigga.
And he's still saying it 3 times in a row.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
just gonna sit there and just let that fly, yeah?
Do you know what it is? He's the host. I'm just gonna crack on in it. I just do my thing. I show up. I do a little bit of social media, and then I cut. That's what I do.
Yo, Drizzy.
Like, I think. Sorry, the guy. But I think that obviously the fans and the audience will, share how they feel about.
I can
him.
bleep that. It doesn't matter. I edit.
You can bleep it. as
No,
well.
don't edit it.
No?
No, because then the laughing and the giggling and the joking doesn't really make sense. It's cool. You can leave it in there.
Whoa.
I was just like,
Pause.
Leave it in
Bro,
there.
you can leave it in there as a pause.
I was just like,
Unless he's got a fiver to put in the jar.
you came full speed ahead with the questionnaire, and then you drop the N at the end of it. Like, I'm ready to answer, and it's like, whoa. Well,
Took you back a little bit.
a lot.
All right. So after all of that, I want the answers.
All of that dipping. He's a dipper. He's a chicken dipper. He's a chicken dipper.
You know,
I've had enough of this guy.
You know what the irony is?
He tried to talk so long that we would talk about another topic.
You know what the irony
That's
is?
that bullshit right there.
You know what the irony is, right?
Yeah.
Season 3, I can
3.
pinpoint so many times.
Yeah.
We've asked a question.
Yeah.
I've answered it. We're asking Trim. She's like, I don't have any.
Yeah, bro, what?
I'm not
No.
sure.
Do I say that? Do I say I don't have any?
Dude,
I
when
say,
we
well,
say,
this is what I say.
No.
It
brother,
depends.
My brother.
Do I not say
my
that?
Brother,
I know
I'll
me.
let you. Hey, I'll let you speak.
Well, it depends.
I'll let you speak.
This is why
Can we go back to WhatsApp?
You asked me a question.
Because
I
you
was
can hear the tone.
I was asked a question. Let me finish, please,
Go on then.
and kindly.
Swear we only
When
got 2 hours.
let me hit you with a specific question. Oh, man, what's your favorite sexual position?
Yeah.
I said the opposite of the reverse
All the while
cowgirl.
we do it doggy style.
And then you was like,
Yeah.
I don't really have one, you
No,
know.
I said it
because, like,
depends on. It depends on the
Trim.
on the person, on the specimen.
All right, let me get him.
Listen,
let me
I'll
get him.
So
Let me
cute.
get him.
God, can I get him after?
Let me get
Pause?
him. I specifically said to you
Yeah.
last
Week.
2 weeks ago
Yeah. Yeah.
that this is a new motherfucker.
I don't give a fuck. Don't because you're now leveling up. Try and pinpoint.
Now leveling up.
I've been doing what you haven't been doing since I've been here. Now you're doing it. You want to pinpoint like, no, but you should answer the question, really, bro. I'm gonna answer the question.
So are you?
Anyway, back to the
going
question you
back
asked
to
me.
dip.
So, in regards to what I'm doing on Sunday, nothing. I'll probably be chilling. I'll probably play some 2K.
I was just about to ask
Probably play
Traveller.
some FIFA. Listen to some music. That's it. Calm. Netflixing by myself. Calm. Keep it moving.
Bruv, who are you kidding?
I'll answer your question.
Who are you kidding?
You asked me a question, I'm giving you the answer.
No boo.
No.
On Valentine's Day.
No.
Okay.
You're a liar.
Anyway, so yeah.
Amber Rose.
I thought you was gonna ask Trebs.
Trebs, what are you doing, brother? Quickly, take the mic, bruv. Pause. What are you telling me? What are you telling me, bro?
Alright, so basically, like the missus is back down, so hopefully some rekindling going on.
Hey! You know you relight my fire.
All right.
Red wine.
That's good to know. That's good to know, man. Hey, yeah, listen, that's good.
Man might have an announcement to make in a couple of months' time, boys. Whoa, now, easy, Charlie.
Right. So I want to quickly go over this situation as we're talking about love, this, that, feelings, heartbreak, rare. Amber Rose said, all men cheat, but if they love you enough, you'll never find out. Blanket statement?
It might be.
Blanket statement?
Can you break down blanket statement? Because I is old.
Blanket statement is like something that's said that really doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, but it's Amber Rose.
Yes. And I like where you're going, so I need you to elaborate because we're doing a podcast.
Yeah, of course, I'm all right with that. But Amber Rose, I think that type of, like, that her throwing that, bruv, you can't push it right in my face.
Pause.
So right, you know what it is? Because I'm vain. And I want the camera to see me. I'm not trying to see this mechanical arm in my boat. See it? If I turn it this way, watch out. Oh, the wrong god, don't go.
Yeah, see it there?
Yeah.
See it there?
So, yeah. But I think for her to say what she did, she has a lot of issues.
What she did?
I think she's got a lot of issues. I think that her self-esteem is mad low. I think that, yeah, of course it is. It's got to be, because she's talking about she's a feminist.
Yeah.
And all of this stuff and all that. I don't know if that's, I don't know if that's accurate. Maybe she doesn't know what the definition of a feminist is. But
she says she's like a new feminist.
Yeah.
Like a new one. They keep reinventing. They keep reinventing it, which is why.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I think for her to say that, I think she can only base that on her.
Tread carefully, my brother. Tread carefully.
I think she can only say stuff like that because of the experiences that she's had.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But I don't know much about her experiences, but she's only going to be able to say that because she's been cheated.
Statement to a blanket statement.
Yeah. She's been cheated on.
Basically. And it's not, and again, she's in a level of her society and her community of where she's come from is not, you're not going to have, it's going to be ill vibes.
Would you say she's ratchet? With dough?
Debate, yeah. I would say. Do you know what? I feel like if her and Kanye West had more of a settled relationship when they met, it would have been different. The relationship would have been different. But even when she was with Wiz, that relationship seemed quite, I don't know, on the surface of things, it looked like they were quite steady. It wasn't, you looked like they had a kid together and they looked like they did genuinely love each other. But obviously her experiences kind of jaded her, and which is why I feel like she said that, because it's like, you know, like it really, if you're going to get into a relationship, first of all, you shouldn't even be basing anything on lies. Am I wrong or am I right?
100%.
So for you to say,
make good decisions,
don't let me find out, that's kind of, bro.
She's already murking herself, because if she said that, every man now that goes to throw her down and chop her is thinking, well, no matter what, she knows that I'm likely to cheat anyway.
Yeah.
And not even likely. Yeah. She knows I'm gonna cheat.
Yeah.
And anyway,
it's almost a green light.
Is it okay to say that you can cheat on your partner? Does that mean that you love them?
That's a good question. Drizzy Freckles.
If you love, Drizzy Freckles. First and foremost, have you ever been in love?
Yes.
And when you was in love with, is it just one person or?
It was one person, yeah.
One person. No.
At the
Yeah.
same
Have you been
time,
in love
or
with more than one person?
I'd say yes.
I have, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And whilst you was with them, did you cheat?
Yes,
So do you really love them?
I did, but I was too young with the person I got with at that time.
Yeah.
So I didn't fully appreciate what I had until it was gone.
I like the answer. You smashed it. What about you? To you.
Yeah. And I
Have
think
you been in
that
love with two people?
I've been in love. I thought I was.
Yeah.
I definitely thought I was.
Mm.
And it's I think that a lot of it was based on my ego.
Mm-hmm.
But what I came to realize is that on the deep of it, I didn't love myself.
Right.
Because if I did, I wouldn't have cheated.
Right.
Because that person is an extension of you.
Yeah.
So unless you're willing to let that person do that and still say, I love you,
Mm.
I love you.
Yeah.
He didn't mean anything. He wasn't that special.
Yeah.
Now, what I did love that person.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah.
I got exposed at my age. I just started working with a certain person, and I just got exposed to the wider world of the United Kingdom.
Right.
Like, I was London centric, and then all of a sudden, the rest of the country was open up to me, and I was going places where someone of my complexion was an anomaly.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. That's a good word.
Where it was like,
I know
holy
you're
shit,
you're trying to
this
be me.
guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Whoa, I've never seen one of these before.
Yeah.
Tall, light skin. Whoa,
Yeah.
let me finish, bro.
Sorry.
Tall, light skin. I mean,
Yeah.
he's got the fairy dust on his face.
Yeah.
I want some of that.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to deal with all that attention.
Of course.
So it got to the point where I had to say to my girlfriend at that time, you need someone that's 100%.
Yeah.
I'm only there 50, max 60%.
Yeah.
You deserve better.
Absolutely. Yeah, I feel you.
I mean,
but I do think it is possible to love two people. It is more than enough possible to love.
And is
two
it
people.
acceptable to
Not in this society, I'm afraid. It's not.
not in this society, but
Nah.
maybe
If you're
in
an Arab,
another
if you're an Arab.
an Arab or a different different culture.
decades
If you're a different cunt.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Whoa now.
Fuck hell.
I didn't mean it so bad that I didn't even know I said it.
What, you better relax.
Yeah, I didn't know I said that. I didn't
No.
know I said that.
Another question I want to ask you is, do you think women share too much information with each other?
On the line?
Like, do you think women share too much information about their relationships with each other?
Quite possibly.
I think it's different because I think it matters more to us because we don't.
Yeah.
So we don't understand what
Yeah.
their connection is because
Yeah.
women are emotional creatures.
Yeah.
Most.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I don't want to generalize, but
Absolutely.
what it is because they're emotional, they go to their friend and they go, oh, well, Dorothy, what happened was, and basically whatever. Their everyday conversations that they have, they probably don't even do that stupid voice. But
They do.
They probably do. But what it is that the
I'm just waiting for the
conversations
Tin
that they
Man to
have
come in.
are about, they vent.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Malcolm
Malcolm
he
X.
said Malcolm did this morning and it just pissed me off.
Yeah.
Right off.
And then the other girl might have said, well, so why didn't you just tell Malcolm?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then that means that we have to go back to this and
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And then, and I don't want to argue so that we have to make up, because if we make up, you know what we got to do then. You know what we got
One
to
leg's
do.
going
And
this
it's
and the other leg's
Thursday.
going
and
west.
when it's
You've been a fly on the wall.
Thursday,
You've been
I
a
just
fly on
wanna-
the wall
I
in the
just don't want to
trim.
do nothing. I don't want to shave my legs. And I just want to, and that means I've got to shave my legs. So if
Isn't
he,
that part of the problem?
what?
That she will go to Dorothy instead of going to Malcolm. Isn't that part of the problem? Because if
Part of
me
the
and
problem
that-
might be Malcolm don't care.
But part of the problem, Trim, part of the problem.
I think communication, again, we spoke about it, and I
Yeah.
think it's pivotal.
Do you know what it is as well?
Yeah.
Sometimes women can talk to each other, and again, I'd love to have a woman here to actually have
let's call your wife.
Bro, you,
Get her on the phone.
You better relax.
Get her on the phone. Call her right now.
Bro, you better relax.
You lot made up, right? Right? It's cool. You lot cool. Give her a call. Hi, babes.
No, he's in the outhouse.
Listen,
You know there's an outhouse. You remember the outhouse?
you got to remember, I edit. You got to remember, I do the editing in this show.
You try to just edit what you want, bruv. I'm gonna talk for so long that you can't edit it, and they'll be like, "What happened to 3.5 minutes of the show?"
Lisa,
Mafia. Listen. Sometimes women can go, oh, he didn't take out the trash today, and blah 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 blah, and this and this and this, and her friend is going, well, I walked in on my man thumping up the babysitter, so.
Yeah.
You know, we I don't know what you're I don't know what you're complaining about.
It's
to be fair, and women can do that where they go, "Oh, then why don't you leave him? Or why don't you do this? And why don't you?" And it's like you kind of sabotaging. They might have 2 ratchet boyfriends, and both are doing fuckery. But one of them probably goes, "Oh, why don't you leave him?" And then ends up keeping their boyfriend, and the other one's fucked him off.
They do that all the time.
They do all the time, bro.
And whilst you're broken up with the girl, you know that girl is speaking to that dickhead friend.
Yeah.
That's giving her the dickhead advice.
Yeah.
Whilst that bre's hitting her in the head with a bottle or doing something stupid, or he's not even at home and she's pretending that he is.
So I just feel like sometimes I feel, and I can't speak for you both, but I feel like not sharing too much with friends unnecessarily keeps your relationship sacred. Like I feel like there is times I could call you and go, Trim, what do you think of this? But I don't feel the need to if it's not something I can't deal with at home. You know what I mean? Yeah. I might even call my mum. I might even call Mumsy and go, Mumsy, you're a woman. Safe. You know what women are like. How do I
help me out?
And I'm sure you'd much more appreciate that.
Yes.
Than the missus going to someone outside of the circle to seek information who 9 out of 10 times they're single. So you're in a relationship seeking advice from someone who's single.
It's like trying to get financial advice from a poor person.
Yeah. So moral of the story.
Moral
of the story, don't cheat.
Definitely don't cheat.
And if you are going to cheat.
Oh my God.
Don't cheat.
Black men don't cheat anyway, so...
Okay.
Bro, I've heard that, you know?
But it's a fact.
You are now listening to the Fast Food Podcast.
This is the Fast Food Podcast, Season 4.
Hello.
Episode 2.
Yup.
I'm feeling in love. I'm enjoying. I couldn't wait to get back to this show, you know. I feel like the first episode was, I was just finding our feet again. I just heard...
Icebreaker.
And I heard the episode, and I was like, I can't wait to speak to the man them again, because just you know what I mean. It's just so much that I want to talk about. But anyway, pop culture. Pfizer CEO.
Yeah.
Albert Bourla says he's not going to take the vaccine.
I don't blame him. He's black.
No, he's white. He's Jewish actually. He's Jewish.
Surprise.
And he doesn't want it. Well, I tell you what. He said that he doesn't want to jump the queue.
Oh, them ones there.
So it's his vaccine, his company.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to jump the queue, even though he's in his...
He doesn't want to get high off his own supply.
How convenient is that?
Yeah.
How convenient
Ain't
is
that
that?
a bitch?
But like Frank Lucas said, if you believe in your product, if you stand by it... I'm just leaving that there. If you haven't seen American Gangster, played by Uncle Denzel, portraying the role of Frank Lucas, do yourself a favor. If you stand by your product, if you believe in it... Anyway, I'm going to just leave that right there.
Little Uzi Vert's got a diamond in his forehead.
Is it for real? Is it actually for real?
What a prick.
So you was willing to cut your face to go and put that in your head?
What a fucking donut.
Little Uzi Vision. Get the fuck out
so
of here.
So he's got 24-hour... He's got 24-hour...
surveillance.
Yeah. Because otherwise, someone's going to chop his head off.
Finish him. Come
bro,
here.
Bro, I don't know what's going on in the world today.
The wrong people have access to huge amounts of money. We don't pocket watch around here, right? We can all agree that, right?
Yeah.
However, Little Uzi Vision, you could have bought some land, and your close knit family.
What's he got in his forehead?
Well, it's not his brain, that's for sure.
Lacking. Can't it get septic?
Bruv, when
Imagine it starts getting pussy and that.
bruv,
Oh,
You
it's
decided
disgusting.
to cut your forehead open
to put a
for
diamond in
foolishness.
it.
I want to know how you got the idea. I wonder if there's ever going to be.
You
I
must have
wonder if
got
there's ever
that
going to
One
be.
division.
Yeah. I wonder if there's ever going to be a interview where someone says, "Oh, so where did that come from? Did you just wake up in the morning and decide to
Donut.
put a diamond in your forehead?"
Fucking hell, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what's wrong with people. And I saw,
How big is it?
bruv, it's like yeah, you better relax. It's quite a big diamond. It's quite a big diamond. It's in the middle of it. It's about the size of
A walnut?
your bezel on your watch.
Which one?
You better relax.
You like
Yeah?
that, you wanted to-
It's ridiculous. And then I see Tory Lanez taking the piss out of him. And I don't know what Tory Lanez is doing. He got to relax
You got-
because you're still got stuff that you need to
You
deal
need to
with.
sort
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. You know these
And a
people.
bag of enamel in his mouth as well.
Yeah.
Bare porcelain in his mouth.
Anyway, rest in peace, Dustin Diamond, aka
Oh,
Screech. Yeah,
Mad
man.
one. Stage
peace.
4 cancer, man.
Crazy.
And I heard that it was aggressive and it just looked him down. It didn't even take long.
Yeah, that's
Which
crazy.
might not be a bad thing, but
In
fuck
yeah,
cancer.
suffering
I
wise.
just thought I'd put it out there. Because
Yeah.
what it's doing right now, so many loved ones, so many special people, so many friends are losing their loved ones from it.
Yeah.
And I just don't know how the people could be spending all this money doing all these other things and we aren't able to actually find something
crazy.
to curb it or cure it or...
It's a very profitable industry.
Oh, you mean the pharmaceutical?
So
Yeah,
I
of
don't think
course.
the cure's going to be given any. But our king ascended last year because of that.
Seberato.
You know what I mean? Our king, T'Challa, he ascended to
Oh, right, okay.
ancestral planes because of oh man, what cancer type did he have?
Oh, he was aggressive. That shit.
yeah.
Man. Stage 4.
Like
But he had it for a
Was it-
while.
2016.
what was it?
was it not colon? Oh,
colon?
man.
Was it colon?
I think it might have been, yeah.
colon
I think
cancer.
If that's the thing, I think it might have been that. But
Correct
since
me.
2016.
Can't we search it? Can't we look real quick?
Yeah,
I mean,
correct.
someone's got a laptop in front of
Right,
them.
you
but,
lot keep talking.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so we, our king ascended last year
Yeah.
due to that. And like it's sad, man. It's sad. Again, we don't know for sure, but the general, chat is that industry is such the money that it generates. It's like, why are you gonna
Billions
you know what I mean?
and trillions.
Why are you gonna come with a cure and then you lose out on all that P?
Cancer, is it like 1 in 4?
It's crazy.
Cancers.
Yeah, he died of colon cancer.
Colon, there you go. Look at that. It's crazy.
Yeah, he died of
So,
colon.
and I watched an interview where someone said, "Oh, so when are we doing Black Panther 2?" And he said, "I'm gone."
Is that what he said?
He said, "I'm gone." Like that. He said, "I'm gone."
Really?
He did not say, I'm about to die." He said, "I'm gone." He said, "Oh, I'm gone."
Shit, you
And
got
it
to
was
send me
so
the
eerie.
Send me the link for
the
that,
chills. Yeah, I got chills from it.
Yeah, man.
And I just thought to myself, wow. He said, "I'm already gone," or "I'm gone." And yeah.
Rest in peace,
Rest
Chadwick,
in
man.
peace. Yeah, again.
Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. Rest in peace, Tom Moore.
Yeah, Captain Sir
Captain
Tom Moore.
Sir Tom Moore. He had a good innings still. 100?
Yeah, one. Yeah, man. A century.
Again, like Marcus Rashford, he put the government to shame. The so beloved NHS that we have, the National Health Service over here, we meant to clap every Thursday night. That was a thing, right? He just did laps around his garden to raise money to put back into the NHS. Like, the guy's 100.
Yeah, man.
He should be thinking about other things. Instead, he's doing something to contribute to the stabilization of this country's hospital service, the NHS. While anyway, I'd get into a rant, but let's do that. Anyway, R.I.P.
Yeah, man.
You had a fruitful life, and
Yeah,
I
man.
hope the next step in your life is just as You know, fruitful, man. So rest in peace, young man.
Okay, Joe Budden, head of creative equality. Is it equality at Patreon? Is it equality or equity?
Equity.
Right,
What
creative.
is Patreon?
Patreon is, I haven't looked into it too much, but I actually signed us up to it, actually. So basically, Patreon is more of it's a website or app.
Yeah, so it's a website. It's a website.
It's a site for content that people pay for.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, if we wanted to make other content with the Fast Food Podcast that may be more deeper, racier, intimate, we could actually record it and upload it, and people would pay for that content instead, which is maybe something that people will start going down the road of later, you know?
He wouldn't get involved in it if it wasn't profitable.
No.
You know, he's mad savvy on that.
Yeah, he is savvy on that. He missed out on Clubhouse though. I think he was trying to get into that, but I don't think he's gonna. He was trying to get some shares in that at some point, because that shit is popping off. I don't want to divert from it, but we're just talking. Obviously, we're talking about platforms, but yeah. So Patreon, but you know, that's good. That's good for him. Salute Joe Budden, making moves. Big podcaster. Somebody who I admire, and I never used to. I don't really want to get into it.
He's got that funny,
I don't want to get into too deep of it, but I didn't really feel Joe Budden.
Yeah, but he's from that era where the platforms we have now wasn't available. So you're just getting bite size
of nonsense
from him.
Yeah.
Like when he's got a album or single to promote, he'd go on to a radio show, promote it. That's all you're getting. Whereas now he's got his own platform. You're getting Joe for what Joe is.
No, and the thing about it is, it's funny how life is when all you do is, if you get to know somebody a little bit more and you can hear their voice and you can hear them express themselves, they're a lot like you. And I feel like Joe Budden, obviously you just heard so much madness with him, with beefs with other people. Remember when, I grew up in a time when Raekwon was moving to man. I remember that whole thing popped off where he mentioned something and Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
No.
You know? Shout out to Joe Budden. Wendy Williams said that she slept with Method Man. What's that all about?
She looked alright though, back then.
Yeah, she was a little bit.
She was nice.
Yeah, she was decent.
And then she ended up looking like a turtle.
Why she look like a turtle?
Why does she look like that now? She had some
like a ninja.
Self-image issues, and then decided to get some.
She looked.
I don't know if that's the case.
No, I'm just visualizing. You just called it a turtle.
She lightened her skin as well.
But does she look like? No, she was already fair.
No, she was quite brown when she was younger.
Maybe bronzed. I don't know.
She looked. Maybe it was just the cameras.
What's the difference now?
She's light.
Yeah,
mad light.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe she whatever that is. But I just think I don't know. Excuse me.
It's a shame she didn't age gracefully, because she was hot.
Yeah, but I think that was
years ago. All right,
that was in the 90s.
Let's say she was a 6 back in the day.
What? A 6? I don't think. No.
7.
I think that's low.
7 trim.
She was a 7.5.
A solid 7.
Yeah, a solid 7
solid.
even. 7.5, 7. Yeah. If you look,
I'm a solid 7 now.
It's not about you anyway, but yeah. So back to Wendy. She was a solid 7 those days. So I could see Meth,
she's a solid 2.
Meth probably was like, I'll beat you to get our single played.
Maybe. We don't even know.
Take it out.
Take it out. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you never know, but I'm not mad at him. If it's true, I'm not mad at him. For then,
I'd
be like...
Yeah, but he was a youth. The times when it happened, he was very, very young.
Yeah,
for him to
not to pound her out would have been a travesty.
Would have been like, why not?
Yeah. It was after the club. She said it was. They were out. A fight happened. A fight ensued. They left the club. They had a little smoke, and then push came to shove.
And then she got linked.
Take her out. Pass it over here.
Take it out.
Willie.
Willie. Take out Willie. Why are you saying Willie for?
Willie Saliba has had a video leaked on social media of him filming his French international teammate jerking off
Why
next
would
to
you do
him
that?
on
What's up?
camera.
Next to him.
What are these Donnies on, bro?
They just got pee in it.
What's
So they
these
just,
Donnies? What's these
they
French
just think it's
Donnies
all
on,
right.
bro?
I don't know.
Bro, have you seen the footage?
No, I wouldn't watch.
Have you seen
Why
it?
am I meant to be watching
Fam,
that?
fam, did you
don't
not just hear the description you gave?
Yeah,
and
and
then you
say,
follow
have
up
you
with,
watched it?
have you not seen the footage?
Bruv, have you not seen?
Why?
Have you?
Bruv,
Why?
see, bro, this is why Arsenal fans need to just relax. That's why I ain't got time for Arsenal
My
fans.
club doesn't condone such behaviours.
Like, well, first of all, if you're gay, you're gay.
Fair
so
enough.
we this is not the conversation
Yeah,
we're
no.
having. You're gay. You're gay.
What we're trying to
What we're trying to-
identify is
yeah, like,
why you
why you
feel comfortable
filming?
enough to sit next to me
Why
and
you
be
boss?
busting
Bruv,
up
the
your
man was,
tallywhacker.
bruv, his brethren was, and the thing about it, his brethren was fully naked. You know the ones there? You know
He
the man
didn't
there?
even keep his socks on. He didn't even keep his gloves on. Man was wanking. Man was why? Why do you just take out yourself? What's that about?
Bro,
Why did man just...
today's podcast
It's called
is called Tical.
Tical.
Just so you know.
Yeah,
Bro,
no, that's disgusting.
It's
though.
bro. When I saw it, I was absolutely disgusted. Why are these youths?
Pulling off his boot.
Why is these
Pulling
young
off his boot,
Donnies? Why is these young Donnies
Yeah.
just doing this stuff? Keep.
Yeah, but it's funny 'cause it's
imagine what
a
they're
lot to
doing
do with
off
the
camera.
Yeah, badly, just blatantly putting
Just
their hand in
blazing each other.
other's bottoms. Do you know what? We're teammates, innit? This is gonna help us
Oi.
with the camaraderie.
Oh my god.
Let me just put my hand in your bottom. Score. Every hole's a goal.
Oh my god.
Bro,
Jeez
these Donnies are on a different level, bruv.
I think
like,
the football culture.
like,
I
okay.
think it's a sport. I think it might be just sports in general. Like changing rooms, no one's there. There's no CCTV.
and the bruv, the Brer, he panned the camera. He was smiling. Saliba was, bruv. It's so
into
ironic.
full
His name is
details.
Willie.
Celebra
With
sounds
Saliba,
like
it
saliva.
sounds like
Sounds
a
like
lot,
saliva.
lot of penis.
Yuck.
Yeah, and then he panned to his brethren. His brethren's just beating, bro. Drizzy, look at me,
Yo, don't
bro.
don't
The
call my
Brer's just
name, bro.
beating himself off. He's just got this wood in his hand, and I'm just like, bro, that stuff you got to keep to yourself. Like, I know, man watch porn and wank, and if I did look at myself in the mirror while I was doing it, I might be disgusted with myself.
Let me say, can you go?
I would
Go a bit slower.
But luckily,
What if you chafe?
luckily I do it in the confinements of my own. You know, there was there.
Yes.
Only me and God are looking, right? But this brother here is on Snappy, just doing this whole thing, and I'm just like, these kids are different. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but can you imagine? Like, there might be olders doing the same thing, and they're just like, it's the norm.
But you know, but the thing about it, Trim,
Chronicles.
I don't care what you're doing. What you do in your own. Tical,
Yeah.
Tical.
Yuck.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
Moving on
crazy.
swiftly.
Nate Parker, American Skins trailer. Have you seen it? Yeah. That looks good.
Good.
I'm looking forward to, I'm actually probably going to try and watch that on the weekend, actually.
Can I just ask, how do you feel, like, when I was watching the actual trailer,
Yeah.
they got to a point where I was like, oh shit, I know what's going to happen. And I didn't want it to happen, even though I knew it was going to happen and I knew that the youth was going to,
Get murked.
yeah, but I just didn't want it to happen. I think, do you feel that way about films like that where someone's about to lose their life or their soul is about to dissipate or whatever?
Yeah.
Do you, or does it not matter? Because I feel like the society these days, everyone's desensitized to things like,
Can I give
Merkin.
you a real life example?
Yeah.
My bro, shout out to my boy Chris. He sent me CCTV footage from someone's house onto the main street. And basically, I'll just summarize it quickly.
I think I
His
saw
partner and his wife
yeah, sorry, I was
snow.
going to talk about
in the
that.
snow.
In
And
the
bro,
snow,
I
and she got the
kept
shovel.
watching it up until he kept calling him pussy, pussy, pussy,
and
pussy,
then what?
pussy. I was like, oh well. And you
There's
know
no
how
cats
you kind
around.
of like I've seen this story before. I thought maybe it was like a car was gonna fly out from somewhere. Something.
Block someone.
When I saw Donnie walk out, I heard pat, pat, pat. I was like, right, man's
Yeah,
letting
but
off
look,
proper bullets.
But no one was getting hit.
Right.
Until
And
it licked
then-
him in his jaw.
Yeah.
And then I saw him do that, and I was like, no. And I heard I just put my phone down.
He shot
He
the
goes-
he shot the woman. He shot the woman
In her face a few
point blank
times.
in her
Point
face.
blank.
And she was still alive. I reckon
You
she
hear her
might have
breathing?
made it. I think she might. But then didn't you see
What
when
what kind of gun is that?
bruv, he went back and got a fully auto.
Oh, did he?
He went back in the crib.
Nah, I never watched all of it.
Bruv, he went back in the crib and got the Kalashnikov
Can I just
joint.
ask?
Right.
Can I just ask? You see that this type of thing is? I'm gathering it was in the States,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Yeah,
So it was in the States.
of course it was.
Like this is like when the youth them go to school and rinse out everybody.
Yeah, peak.
What is that underlining thing, that mental
Yeah,
thing that makes them
switch.
do-
I don't know, man. Is it trauma? Is it just the way Americans live because they feel like they have to protect themselves and it's a gun culture country?
Is it seeking
Is
attention?
Yeah, but it's a gun culture country, but I don't know.
It's
whether-
mad, bro.
I just don't know why it's like that.
So back to the American skin.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously, this is definitely not going to be a spoiler because if you see the trailer, you'll know.
Yeah, because it's the same.
yeah,
We don't know anymore.
Yeah, it's about police brutality. A policeman murders someone's son,
Yeah.
and the story continues. And I agree with the desensitization of you always see this kind of thing. You've always seen footage of black people getting killed, and I'm hoping the story has some sort of moral or some sort of message, because I don't want it to end in any way other than one of them feds got themselves handed their ass to. You know what I mean? Like,
I didn't even mention the color bit because
I mean, you got to in this situation.
I don't. We didn't have to.
No, because
We-
because that's what it's about.
Yeah,
isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah. No, but someone would only know that if they saw the trailer.
Yeah.
But because they hadn't seen it, that's why I kind of.
Of course.
but
Of-
we wanted
yeah,
to know.
yeah.
But it is crazy because it is something that happens on a daily basis.
Right.
It doesn't happen here much.
Oh, so basically, long and short of it, a war veteran seeks justice when police kills his unarmed son during a routine traffic stop. That's the moral of the story. Jeff Bezos steps down from Amazon CEO, worth 193 billion.
And he started in. I know the way he flipped it, but he talked about film and it was
No, but it's where
He knows.
I was having a
knows.
chat with him on the phone, right? And he's like, "How much?" And I was like, "Nah, he's got quite a bit of pee, man." And then he googled it live on the phone. His expression was hilarious.
Bro.
He lost his mind.
I went to Google it thinking, yeah, he's a billionaire. Just
Yeah, maybe four bill.
one.
Just above
But
the
he
multi.
started in his garage,
Bro,
bro.
the motherfucker has 190. That's not.
Is
a
that
90
his net worth?
That's his net worth.
That's not what the business is.
That's just him.
That means the business is full.
Fucking.
That
hell.
means the business is full to
that,
the
mean-
brim.
that means he can step down.
He gave his
him.
missus
That means he can
4%
Yeah.
of shares in Amazon, which ends up to be like 200
Mad.
million shares or something like that.
Mad.
He broke off with her. He goes, "Babes, let's not make this a long divorce. Here's 39
Trebs.
billion. Let's keep it moving.
39 billion.
Let's
Crazy.
quick divorce. 39 billion.
Crazy.
Okay,
It's like it's unbelievable how much P he's got,
39 billion.
I'll make her my Valentine this Sunday.
bro.
That's a fact.
Absolutely.
39 billion, bro. She's got enough money. Let me break it down to you. She's got enough money, right? 39 billion. Keep that thing in your head. She's got enough money to take Brazil out of debt, right? Just wipe debt off free, and then she's got enough money still to give every citizen in America $1 million.
It's crazy.
She'll still have roughly 38 point something left.
Yeah, man, bro. It Trebs.
That's
it's,
a lot of money,
Tre-
bro.
Let's round it up. Say 37.
It's
Let's
not.
say
It's
that.
That's why
the
they
money
should
is
never be
uncom.
that-
The
that's
money
why
is
they-
uncomprehendable, bro. It's
There
just
should never be poverty. There's
Yeah.
no.
yeah. You shouldn't
See what
be.
I'm saying?
It's
And you still have fate. You can take Brazil out of debt, give everyone in America
Mad.
a meal,
He gave
and
it
still
to-
have 37 billion. Come
it's
on, man.
mad.
Who was the guy that they gave? He gave the next. So the CEO, the next CEO was someone that was involved for quite some time.
Really?
So
Is that who's taken over?
yeah, Jazzy
Jeff.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be nice, right?
Took over.
But okay.
And he's now the CEO. I think the good part for Jeff Bezos is that he doesn't have to address that other stuff that's happening at the moment. There's a lot of things
Like the well-being of the staff members, like especially those at stock and all that.
He's still going to be involved.
Yeah, of course.
But he's just not dealing with operations.
Right.
He's going to be more concerned with things like, what animal am I going to get my eggs for breakfast tomorrow from? Things like that.
Yeah.
Check.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How much avian water do I have to shower?
It's a ridiculous amount of pee.
Do you know what I'm saying?
All right, intermission period. We're going to do this.
Come on.
Trim, why don't you introduce it?
This is my guy, Radar, Under the Radar, the artist from Massive Action Management.
Too many Mitches and Ricos are not enough boogies, it's sad. Reach a whole stack, now they're losing their minds, now they feel like
Fast Food Podcast,
I'm trying to get paid in full.
episode 2, intermission period. We're going to chill out, listen to some music, UK, homegrown
Too
shit.
many Mitches and Ricos are not enough boogies, it's sad. Reach a whole stack, now they're losing their minds, now they feel like the man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get paid in full. Stunting's not part of the plan. No way. I'm trying to get paid in full. Stunting's not part of the plan.
Okay.
So many evil Knievel. Stunting too hard and they crash. Just like Jay-Z. Man had 99 problems. 98 but a bitch. I solved them problems. Only got one left. How to get stinking rich. How to get pesos, dineros, then multiple zeros. I need to get out of this. Keep it real, I don't deal with no counterfeits. Plain white tee with some slim fit jeans. Air Max on my feet and I'm sweet, you can count on it. Man, a man's mountainous. Shit can get peak if you doubt the kid. I'm in it for figures. The garms and the women ain't nothing but bonuses.
Treble, you feeling it?
Can't afford no distractions, I'm focusing. Ain't a damn thing to lose, so I'm going in. Keep producing this magic, stay abracadabraing. Hocus pocusing. Soon have the people them noticing. It's a matter of time and I will continue to rhyme. Stick to the grind till victories.
What you telling me, blood?
Too many Mitches and Ricos and not enough boogies, it's sad. Reach a whole stack, now they're losing their minds, now they feel like the man. I'm trying to get paid in full. Stunt is not part of the plan.
Okay.
I'm trying to get paid in full. Stunt is not part of the plan. Too many Mitches and Ricos and not enough boogies, it's sad.
Yeah.
Reach a whole stack, now they're losing their minds, now they feel like the man. I'm trying to get paid in full. Stunting's not part of the plan.
Right, so let me do some shout outs while we're playing some music.
Stunting's not part of the plan. Any man that's offended by this tune, just know that I don't wanna be like you.
So many bars, you have to hold back.
Deals with property, couldn't care less about 5 bills.
Yo, Untitled Chris Taylor.
The ends that made me HA baby, nothing but sirens we hear on a daily. Trying to escape it, all this for Gazy. If I don't do that, it'll send a man crazy. City full of guns
Untitled Kaylee, Untitled Ansella.
Blaze me, nothing but dreams or schemes with a man then.
Untitled Lorraine, Untitled Lisa. G, I see you. Emma Planter, blessings.
Time to get it. Life give me lime, so I made lemonade. All I can say, Radar's got tidal waves.
Jennifer.
The man I rap all kind of ways. So easily.
Untitled my sister-in-law Jamie, blessings. Jonathan Greg Morgsy, I love you.
Like ecstasy, and that's a guarantee. Just wait and see.
Let's go.
Too many Mitches and Ricos are not enough boogies, it's sad. Reach a whole stack, now they're losing their minds, now they feel like the man.
Outside AVR.
Stunting's not part of the plan. No way, I'm trying to get paid in full. Stunting's not part of the plan. Too many Mitches and Ricos are not enough boogies, it's sad.
Yeah.
Reach a whole stack, now they're losing their minds, now they feel like the man. I'm trying to get paid in full.
Yeah, I love it. I love this, Trim. I love this. It's beautiful. This is amazing, man.
Stunting's not part of the plan.
Yeah, man. Make sure you go check that out, Trim. Just give people a little background on that quickly.
Yeah, man. So the track's called Boogie's Ballad. It's by Under the Radar. It's one of my artists that's on the Massive Action Management company. He's 21. He's doing his thing.
Wicked.
We're actually looking at locations at the moment. Well, we've already done it now. Where we're looking at the locations for the actual video. The tune is based on obviously you heard it's called Boogie's Ballad. So Ace Boogie was from the cult classic Paid in Full. And he talks about him, Rico, and also Mitch as well, Money Making Mitch.
Wicked.
So yeah, we got the artwork done. We've done it's on Spotify, so please go check it out.
Check it out, people.
Yeah, he's doing his thing, and there's gonna be lots more to come from Radar, man. So yeah, big shout out to him. Big shout out to Kai, Riz.
Yeah, man, big up.
The kids, you know what I mean? Shout out to all the family.
Yeah, man.
Just gonna keep it real brief.
Yeah, man.
Like that, man.
You heard what Trimmer, who's got the keys to my BIM, has said. Make sure you go check it out. We'll probably put links up on the podcast. Probably, in fact, when we put the YouTube video out, we'll put all the information in the description column, so then you can just go straight to where the links are, and you can get that tune if you're feeling it. But yeah, man, I love that UK thing. That's what we want to do this season as well, is just salute more of the UK music, more of the upcoming homegrown talent.
No doubt.
And just keep that manifesting. Yeah, man, I just shouted out a few people because I just feel like I just needed to, because these people I shouted out really contribute to listening to the show, giving me feedback. Again, if you have any ideas or suggestions about segments or topics that you just want to talk about, reach out to us. You can email us, fastfoodpodcast@gmail.com. DM us on our IG, our fast food IG. We're also, again, on Facebook. You can DM us there, message us there with any suggestions.
Hold on.
Yeah, Drizzy, you telling me?
Shots, yeah.
I was gonna say what else. Oh yeah, and you leave. Did you say YouTube?
Yeah.
He's on
You can
YouTube.
use comments on YouTube
Oh, you
as
can
well.
leave.
Yeah.
Suggestions and all that. We do reply back, so don't feel like your comments gonna be left hanging.
Yeah.
Shout out to my sis Sashel.
Yeah.
Toronto. She was waiting for the show. She couldn't wait.
It's amazing.
You know, shout out to two of my favorite chefs, Cadian. Shout out to my girl Dominique. Shout out to Tasha in New Jersey with International.
Oh, it was wicked.
Shout out to my boy Hill in New Jersey as well. Shout out to
Amazing.
LMB, Nav and Chris, all in Essex, man. that
Salute.
definitely support the show.
Salute.
So much appreciated, man. You know what I mean? Much
Trim,
appreciated.
you sent us a voice note the other day with somebody actually showing a lot of love with regards to.
So what it was, one of my good friends, Antonia, she's doing her thing. She is always sending me gems, really good ideas that I can put out and be able to share with you guys.
Yep.
And one of them was actually to do with parental alienation,
which we're going to talk about in a little while.
Okay. So
but shout her out.
Shout out to Antonia. I wanted to shout out Mary Chris. I wanted to shout out Andrea as well. Shout out to Lou.
Brilliant, amazing.
Everyone, there's a lot of people that are putting in a lot of good contributions.
Blessings to them all. We love, we appreciate the love. I just want to say a quick shout out, and I've got a list of them, and we'll just run through them very quickly. Shout out to Marcus Rashford. We didn't shout him out last time. Yeah. Shout out to Marcus Rashford for
MBE,
all he's doing.
Man. Yeah.
I mean, if you live
and he's not deterred by anything. He's just on it.
He's doing his thing.
I love that.
If you're living under a rock, then you don't know what's going on. I can't help you. But Marcus Rashford, salute to you. We're not Man United fans here. We are fans of Marcus Rashford, and we're fans of what he's doing for the community and the people around him. Shout out to Busta Rhymes, lost 7 stones. Shout out to Busta Rhymes.
I mean, it sounds like it's the Infinity Stones. Stamina.
And he just clicked and all it, and it just dropped right off, and he had a 6-pack.
I mean, for those who don't know his story, Busta Rhymes put on a lot of weight over the last maybe 5-10 years. Would you say? Maybe more. And he started to have complications. Went to a doctor. Doctor said you need to go see somebody because I think he had some sort of nodules in his throat that was actually stopping him from breathing. Is that right, Trip?
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah, but you also suffered for something that I actually have difficulty with as well, which is sleep apnea.
Right.
So when you're sleeping, there's you have a disruption of breathing and blocks your airways, and then you stop breathing for a long period of time.
Right.
So I'm gathering that because of what he was experiencing, he would have had to get himself like a CPAP machine or something to be able to help him with that. Because otherwise, if you don't, you can actually have
complications.
Health is wealth.
Brain
people.
aneurysms.
Health
this, that,
is
and everything.
wealth.
Well, I just saw him in a photo with. I just saw him in a photo with a 20-pack, and I was
should have watched the video. Did you?
I did watch the video. Yeah.
There we go. Oh yeah, because we spoke about. it.
Yeah.
So.
I just wanted to shout him out because we didn't cover that in the last show.
Yeah, and it was that time.
And it was another shout out to Ryan Coogler.
Yep.
Drizzy, you wanna?
So shout out to Ryan Coogler, and he's a Proximity Media. They just inked a 5-year deal with Disney. So that means obviously Black Panther 2 is going to be shooting in a few months' time.
Yeah.
Boy, So yeah, Black Panther 2 is on the way. And he's also just announced that he's doing a Wakanda Forever series on Disney Plus. So basically for 5 years, Ryan Coogler is going to be working with Disney across many different projects that will go out either TV or movies. So he ain't just going to be doing Black Panther related stuff. He'll be doing other little projects because everything's all interconnected anyway.
That's right.
But it's just a nice move to see brothers, like, because he started on the indie scene. Have you ever seen Fruitville Station?
Yeah.
He started doing that, right?
Huge.
With his boy Michael B. Jordan.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he went on to do Creed,
Right.
which is easily one of the best
Cold.
films ever made. And shout out to Michael B. Jordan, who's just inked a deal with Amazon Studios, and he's going to start doing movies, and he's going to do a Muhammad Ali series. So we're going to get a TV series.
Yeah.
And on the subject of that, if you've not seen One Night in Miami, you need to check that out. That's a really, you've seen it, Trev. It's a sick film, bro. One Night in Miami.
I need to check that out.
Malcolm X, Sam Cooke, Jim Brown, and Muhammad Ali.
I'm watching that
in one room for the night.
Yeah.
And it's just no fireworks or nothing.
Right.
But it's the dialogue, man. And sometimes Malcolm X makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable.
Really?
The way he's speaking to a fellow brother. Do you know what I'm saying, Trev? There was times he was talking to Sam Cooke.
Yeah.
I felt a little bit
he's talking
uncomfortable
greasy.
because it was like, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But it's almost like a venomous
Right.
strike with your tone.
Well, I'm watching Godfather of Harlem, and obviously Mark is.
I'm on episode 2.
Yeah.
What episode you on?
I'm on episode 2.
Malcolm ain't.
Malcolm is still not playing in that either. He's got
my
nothing.
brother.
Yeah.
So you used me,
Yeah.
just so you could get with those Italians.
Yeah.
We're meant to separate. We're meant to separate, like now because these those things like I don't agree with what you're doing.
Yeah. He's cold.
But
He's cold with it.
don't like integrate with them lot.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
Yo, it's when he pulls out the little.
Yeah. Trim, you need to get
he's
into that
nasty with
Godfather
it,
of Harlem,
man.
Amazon Prime,
I
bro.
was watching it, but then I went back to Vikings.
Yeah, bro, shout out. Listen, they call me Ragnar Lothbrok. That's what they call. That's what they call me.
Yeah.
Ragnar Lothbrok.
Whoa.
Raggo.
He's the guy's cold. You know,
I bet Ragnar Lothbrok gets his Tupac shirt washed, ironed, and
bro.
ready to go,
Bro, Ragnar Lothbrok is a Tical.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a Tical.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Tical, bro. Also, quick shout out to Ashley Walters and Noel Clark.
One time.
For starring in a great new series, short series, a Bulletproof 2.
Well, it's not even like, it's the South Africa version, right?
Three episodes.
It's almost like a little
mini series.
Intermission.
Yeah.
Waiting for the full series to come out, man.
Yeah.
Really good. I just
Really
like they're
good.
not fitting the stereotype.
Yeah.
I like we're getting away from the whole, there was a time we used to get them typical movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man's on road shorty and he gets rich.
Yeah.
His boy tries to take him down because his boy's jealous he got the P.
Yeah.
We're now seeing I mean this in the most complimentary way. Ashley Waters and Noel Clark are now giving us our own version of Mike and Marcus from Bad Boys.
Yeah, basically.
That's our version.
And it's just and it's why I enjoy it. It's not false. They're not reaching. It's very authentic in the way that it's the characters are, the way that the jokes they catch together, the language,
slang.
bro. Suck your mums in there and all that shit, bro. Like real talk.
I want to take my Crips again,
bro.
I just gave them my Crips. I just got these. I was taking my Crips again,
bro. It's amazing. Shout out to Ashley Walters. He also made his directorial debut.
Yep.
Boys.
Yep.
Sky Arts. Check that out. It's like 20-25 minutes. Episode.
Yeah. And he did it during the pandemic as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So check that out as well.
Oh, the channel. Yeah.
Yeah. Sky Arts is on.
Flexing his directorial muscle, man.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully we're seeing you know what I'm saying? Hopefully in-house we're seeing the start of someone in-house directing a little something.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
it's all ordained, bro.
You know what I mean? Hopefully we get asked to have a part. Hopefully.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Stop breading.
Y'all
bro.
gonna see. Y'all gonna see. Remember,
I'm trying to get my
episode 2.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my portfolio up for Kevin Feige, bro. You know what I mean?
It's a formality now.
All right, so quick, we're gonna get to topic 2. Trim. Let's talk about it.
All right, so what was posed to me was a question about parental alienation and how we see it, how it's deemed.
What is it?
What is it? Have we experienced it?
What are the long-term effects of it?
Totally.
There's two kinds as well. I read.
Yeah, and there's different types. Yeah. There's different types of person that would be the actual the
alienator.
The alienator.
This is a real conversation that I like to have. Trim, I have to commend you for this, for just bringing it to the table.
Thank you.
One thing I did last night is I was on Clubhouse.
Yeah.
And I put it in the conversation, talking to a few people, because I was just talking. Shout out to Zach, man. Shout out to Jasmine, her name is, and I think she's from like Connecticut. And we were chopping it up about this particular subject.
Okay.
And we went in depth. She was talking about her experience. She had a 1-year-old son.
Yeah.
She's got a 1-year-old son.
That made me
whose father left at that age.
Yeah.
And the differences and the struggles that she had. So, what is parental alienation?
I can run it. Yeah. So basically, what it is when one parent, the alienating parent, acts to turn the child, deliberately or unknowing, against the targeted parent, and which this disturbs the child. It disturbs the child and the parental relationship.
And this generally happens in a separation or a divorce.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Now, these behaviours, they can be performed by both genders. Most alienated parents are, the majority are
fathers.
Non-custodial fathers.
Yeah.
These behaviours normally stem from either bitterness or anger, from the alienating parent, and this can be now, like even in courts and stuff like that, it can actually be deemed as child abuse.
Bro, this is something I learned. I didn't even look at it that way.
So can I ask? Because we're allowed to be like real,
let's
really
go,
real,
bro. This is season 4, bro.
I love that. So has there been any times where you have seen it, whether it was first hand or secondary, within your scope?
We going around the room?
Yeah.
Drizzy,
Everyone.
you or me first, bruv? Autobots, assemble. What do you want to do?
Roll out.
Yeah. Have you ever?
Yeah, I've seen it pretty close to home.
Yeah.
I believe it's something my older brother's gone through.
Mm-hmm.
As a parent.
Yeah. Excuse me. Which
Rona.
is something that I don't know has kind of contributed to me in regards to how I move in this whole. Because out of Trebs, you haven't got kids, have you? All right, cool. So out of everyone in the room, I mean, you guys have kids.
Yes.
Got, 3 between you?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So not together, obviously, but yeah. But it's just like my mental thinking is, and I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, and you can't plan too far ahead. But seeing things like that, the whole parent alienation, and seeing the effect it has on the kids as well as the person who most of the time is the father.
Yeah.
I don't want to put myself, and I'm trying not to put myself in a situation where I have a child or children with someone I'm not in a foundation relationship with, because I don't think I can cope with having to see my child, and it's like trying to go to the dentist. I have to book it in and make an appointment. I ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
I've gone half on a baby with you. Me and you may not have agreed on certain things. It might have been my fault. It might have been your fault. It might have been a collective thing where it's our fault together. But don't you dare deny me my fundamental human rights to see my child.
Absolutely.
If I say to you, I don't want to see my child, that's different.
Yeah.
But I will never say that.
Yeah.
And as someone who's gone through a situation where my own father's like kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Talk about it.
Shake
Talk about
pretend
it.
like, oh, well, you know, I've got a son, but, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know what I need to do and what not to do when I start having children.
Yeah.
So I don't want to ever put myself in that situation. Is why I want to, be in a relationship.
Preach, young blood.
This is my mother of my child, not my baby mother.
No.
The mother of my child. I'm not no one's baby father. I put myself too much on a high pedestal. Anyone to look at me and say, "Oh, that's my baby father."
Yeah,
it's gonna be, "Oh, that's little Dre or little whatever female name we're gonna give the baby."
Dre, bruv.
Whatever.
Junior.
You know what I'm saying?
You're on a junior thing, yeah?
Maybe it depends.
Okay.
It depends.
All right.
That's his child. That's their father. That's how I want it. Again, I can't predict the future.
No.
But that's how I've set myself up mentally.
Yeah.
From seeing it in close circles to me. I don't want to be in that situation of alienation.
All right, all right. Can I just ask? Can I tell you? Can I tell you what to do? Can I tell you to slow down with the capping, bro? Like,
what capping,
bro? I get it. Dude, the females are listening, and
see what I'm saying?
and they're gonna be.
Right, I'm going back into usher mode now. I'm dancing. Watch.
Bro,
ask your next question.
I know.
Ask your next question.
Bro,
Watch
I know they're there.
Watch me moonwalk around your next question. Carry on. You see what happened, yeah?
You know what I mean?
Bro, that was unfair.
No, bro. They're gonna listen to Drizzy, and he's so articulate and so cool with it that he's gonna have more at his door.
My brother, we read.
So why would you tell him not to?
Bro, he's cold with it though. Like he needs to. Bro, I get it, but kudos to you, blessings, and I feel everything you're saying.
I'm going usher mode now.
But I wanted to know because,
quick, get the question in quick before I go usher mode.
No, because what it is that I've experienced some of those actual situations.
Yeah.
Where I've noticed that some of the things that I've actually looked up on and researched, I've done myself.
Yeah.
Without meaning to.
Yeah.
So, like I was mentioning about the different types.
Yeah.
So there's three different types of alienators. Now you've got the naive. So they do or say something unknowingly, like, "Oh, you'll lose your dad's late again." You get what I'm saying? Or you've got an active alienator, and they can quite easily be, for example, there's something that person that the other parent, the targeted parent, does that triggers you, and then you act upon it. That's another one, and then the worst one is the narcissistic, obsessed, uncontrollable. Alienator that will do things that he can't help himself or she can't help herself. They have to go out to destroy you.
Which is why Drizzy doesn't want to be a baby father. That's the point he's trying to make in that situation.
But it's a term for, I guess, a class.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, it's a mental state, bro. It's a mental state. Because all we're talking about is love here. And in separation, when you love somebody or you have a strong feelings for somebody and they leave or you separate, you don't know always how you're going to deal with it.
You have no idea.
And there's no rule book, there's no guidebook, there's no...
Listen, man,
you know what I mean?
Kids don't ask to be born.
Yeah.
My grandmother always told me that.
Yeah.
Kids don't ask to be born.
Yeah.
And if you're not doing anything to prevent that, and that could just be from safe sex or you go to monk mode or whatever, but kids don't ask to be born.
Monk mode is a squad.
Do you know what I'm saying? But like, they don't ask to be born. If you're putting yourself in the position to have a child, the bare minimum you can do is be there for your child. And I don't care if, like you said, there's the alienating and there's different forms of it. And sometimes you might do it and not even realize it. You might be mad at the dad,
subconsciously.
And you might be talking out loud, and the kid just so happens to hear. You're not saying it directly to the kid, but the kid just happens to hear. But like, it's not cool. It's not cool. Whatever arguments, disagreements you and the other parent have, that's that. When it comes to the child, it's a hands-on co-parenting thing.
Can we talk about the serious issues when parents separate, the serious effects when parents separate has on children? And it's weird because when I was doing the research, I was just like, this is so deep, because children can definitely go into a space where two parents have broken up, and the effects that they have on them in school, the effects that they have in their social life, the effects that they have even just with dealing with the opposite sex themselves, the effects that they can have with their health.
Yeah.
It's a multitude of things. And what happens with parents is, again, we've touched on it, like you don't know what you're doing to your child in these situations where you venting, or you're saying your dad ain't shit, or you're saying your mum ain't shit, or you're actually, venting your anger towards that parent, and not the effects of that it has on children is so severe that I feel like there needs to be some sort of treatment or counselling or some sort of somewhere where you can go.
There are things out there, but
Yeah.
I think that what it is that people, they have to look at, there's a difference between parental alienation and parent alienation syndrome.
Right.
There's actually a syndrome.
Yeah.
And so parent alienation affects the parent,
Yeah.
but the syndrome affects
The child.
the child.
And the child's behaviors.
The child's behaviors, whether they start acting out, eventually where they start taking drugs because they want to numb the pain, whether they start feeling ill because they're being psychologically affected,
Yeah.
How they behave in school, how they interact with others, how they feel about their parents, how they actually,
Would you say
Yeah.
that this would fall into that category of when you hear stories about young boys or young girls
Yeah.
seeking affection and attention from outsiders, which normally ends up
Gangs.
being abuse, like sexual abuse,
yeah, grooming,
right?
grooming,
That,
huge,
I'm sure that
gangs,
falls like
which is another form of grooming.
What's that saying when you're with a chick and she's got like daddy issues?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
syndrome, right?
Yeah, but then also like look at how it affects our young men as well, because dependent on how they see or how severe the actual abuse is from the alienating parent to the other parent, that child now becomes an advocate for that parent.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And
Right.
then all of a sudden they're like, I don't want to see you no more.
Yeah.
Because obviously I look up to my mum or dad. They're the one that does everything for me. So I don't. And then that other parent's like, raw. Like,
And you're being
how
told,
could you do
man
that?
up.
Yeah.
You're the man of the house,
you're
man
the
up.
man
But
up.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
but no, it's not just the
crazy.
male.
But then there's no one there that I haven't got that
where
role
did
model
you get it from now?
to allow me to understand what it means to man up and be the man in the house.
Yeah.
Or the flip side of the lady, it's like you're the lady of the house. I expect you to carry yourself as such. Well, my mum's not here. How am I supposed to know what it is to be the lady of the house or understand these traits or whatever? So
You also have to look at this. So, for example, there might be a scenario where the alienating parent has got, so the family have got more than one child.
Right.
There's children, maybe there's 3 or 4,
Right.
and they are so controlled by the alienating parent that
Right.
the other parent gets cast out.
Yep.
There might be things where they say, the person's taking drugs or they're selling themselves or this, that, and the other.
It's crazy.
And then you've got a multiple of your children now attacking you or looking at you a certain way when it
Sideways.
might not be true what was said
Yeah.
because the other person's in an
Can
obsessed
we
space.
can we agree that a lot of the time women have a big factor in the emotional damage that they do to children during separation?
I think it's both. I wouldn't want to do that.
But what I would say is a lot of the time, sometimes women don't always know how to control their emotions. And this is not, that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to take a stab at women in general.
Yeah,
I'm actually just saying, so, like,
a pattern
right, let's
you
just
see,
let's
you
just
notice
say,
a pattern?
let's just say that let's just say the man didn't cheat, and you break up
Yeah.
because you just don't. There's many relationships where
Variables
where people just don't need to be together, right?
Definitely.
Right?
100%.
But when that relationship breaks down, the woman feels like she's been hurt and she could have had a family and there could have been things that they could have had in the future that they could have built and it just didn't work out. And now you're telling your child fuckery to the child about the dad, and the dad might be all like, raw, I'm here. Like, I still want to be
It doesn't matter
involved.
what I do. It doesn't matter what I do. I'm still getting yam.
I'm still getting yam, and I've got these scenarios, and I don't really want to mention people, but there's so many different scenarios that I have from friends or family members where there've been men that are just trying to just do the right thing, and a woman just trying to just yam them, bro.
Do you know what? Do you know what? It's not even. Sometimes it's not even the parents. Sometimes it's the grandparents.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the friend.
Yeah.
The friend come round, lights fires, and cuts.
Yeah.
And they get to whatever, and then that kid's heard some stuff that they just did not need to hear.
Yeah.
That's
absolutely.
why I got to give you guys your flowers, not only on Father's Day, but I got to give you guys your flowers because you guys definitely, and I got a load of close family members as well. The standard in which the new generation of fathers are rising is very, very aspiring.
So you're looking up to us.
Yes,
I
can.
Yo, you don't know how that makes me feel, my G.
Because I like to see there was a narrative that it was always the men that would run away from the kids and all that, and not look after the children. So it warms my heart to see people my age group, slightly older, younger, that are definitely very, very, very hands-on. Yeah, whether they are together or not with the mother. Very hands-on in regards to how the child is being brought up, the morals the child's having, all that good stuff, man. So I want to just give you, man, your flowers, and let's those of us that haven't got kids, like myself, Trebler, we're not at any moment trying to lower the bar. We're gonna, when we do get into that game, we're gonna try and uphold the bar.
We're gonna support all the way, no matter what.
I mean, it's Valentine's Day on Sunday, so you know.
Yeah, so you can do what you need. What I wanted to run through real quick was a couple of behaviors real quick.
All right, we got to keep it moving. So talk to me.
So
that's a bit of a good note.
Yeah, definitely. But setting some rigid schedules of visitations.
Right.
These are some of the things that the alien parent would do.
Yeah.
Also, trying to rescue the child from a parent when there's no danger.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that.
Asking the child to spy and get information
about her or him.
Yeah, craziness.
You get what I'm saying? Blaming the parent for problems in front of the child. Bribing.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah.
Haribo. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Money.
What did you say? Haribos?
Yeah.
Kids.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah, but So, and it's just there's so much, but the only thing that I think more than anything that we need to do is just really respect each other, man.
Yeah.
There's so many do's and don'ts at the end of the day, but it's just the fact that you've gone out of your way to have a child with someone, you really just need to respect each other. So because it shows that you love yourself.
Absolutely.
And you love your shorty, man.
Yeah, man.
Or shorties or your children.
So let's wrap this up. And the moral of the story. What's the moral of the story in this situation? I feel like we
Love
can revisit
all.
Yep.
And do not deny a child.
Yep.
The love, like 50% love is great, but 100% love is even better.
Tical.
Do not deny the child from getting love from the other parent just because you and that parent have had a little squabble, a disagreement, whatever.
Yeah.
Love is love. We're trying to make sure the next generation of children come out from a better situation than those before them.
Right.
All right? Because that damage does last long. So let's avoid that and break that trend.
Lastly, also, if you know you're not coping, get support.
Yes, absolutely.
That has to be the closing point on it. But get your support. There's loads of groups out there.
Yeah.
Shout us up. And we'll point you in the right direction.
Yeah, we'll do our best. We'll definitely do our best to
come
give
to
you
any of our socials.
Yeah, man.
And we're here.
Absolutely. As we move forward, one got to go. Let's keep it moving. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but we do have this segment in the show that's very frequent. So we're going to do one got to go this week. Drizzy, what is it?
So this week's one's got to go was inspired by Cousin Willard, aka Will Smith. So I selected 4 movies. He's got quite a big catalogue of movies, but I selected these 4, and we might rotate moving forward. But the 4 I selected was The Pursuit of Happiness, Independence Day, Enemy of the State, and Bad Boys. What you gonna do?
What you gonna do when you Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
Okay,
lot of
so we're
words,
going around the
dude.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you want me to go first?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Pursuit of Happiness. Go.
Okay. Because?
Pursuit of Happiness is definitely has a great message. It's a good movie to watch if you want to be inspired, but it's not entertaining enough for me. Where Independence Day was Will Smith's, like, I'm a Will Smith fan. Like, if I meet Will Smith tomorrow, I will show him pictures of me in high school dressed the same as him.
Like him. Them
High
dodgy,
top,
them
high top,
dodgy short, them not short
the
shirts,
high top,
the
the
filthy
flowery
shirts.
shirt,
I've seen
the
that.
high top
I've seen that
flowery
picture.
shirt, the swag.
Looked a little bit.
I was up, bro, and did you know what with Will Smith was just why I admired Will Smith in Fresh Prince of Ballet. He was just a gallus.
Yeah.
That was he bro. I was
There was
like,
at times he was a little bit. It was like, Will, you're little.
You was little.
You're on the borderline of being called Robert. You're little. You gotta reel it in a bit, Will. There was some
I don't know
episodes
what you mean.
he was a
Break it
little.
down.
He was a little like, you know what I mean? He came
Get it
across
out.
a little like a predator
Right.
in
For
some
example.
episodes.
Right.
So I'm not trying to.
Oh
Drag it
man,
on, but-
what's that? There's an episode where he said something to her because he had these always had these like off the top shut up lines.
Yeah.
But he would like put himself almost like on her to the
Yeah.
point where she can't say no.
But that was a culture.
This is true.
That was a.
But looking back on it, I'm like,
Yeah, that's the same as when you go to back in the day when we used to go Shubs's and you pushed yourself on a girl,
Yeah.
and she didn't necessarily say she wanted you to be pushed up on.
You're already there. so
What
she has
about
to
the
taste-
big women that used to push them? Sorry,
You
that's
gotta
child
relax.
abuse, isn't it?
So back to
You gotta relax.
Them women that used
the
to
Pursuit
do
of Happiness.
Pursuit of
Yeah,
Happiness,
films.
Independence Day was his first movie after Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and that was, for me, that was everything. That was like, right, he's now Will Smith has come of age and he's doing a movie and he's real. Like the first time you saw him,
It wasn't his first film, but okay.
bro, I don't
First
include,
proper
I don't
film.
include that one.
That one's
Yeah. That was a William Saliba film.
That was a Willy.
Yeah, that was a Willy bounce.
That was a really good
But yeah, and then Enemy of the State, incredible movie. Like that, bringing to light all that privacy stuff that's going on now.
Yeah.
That's
Ahead of its, well, not ahead of its time because it was going on then anyway.
Yeah. And then Bad Boys, don't talk to me, mate. Trim, let's keep it moving.
Okay, I have to say Enemy of State.
Okay.
The reason why it was just what wasn't as relatable
Yep.
to me as all the others. Bad Boy, obviously, classic.
Treble is blowing.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. But
You
for
know
me,
when you hear a man in the
Pursuit of
background go,
Pursuit of Happiness stood out so much to me because I remember the times when I had gone through my stuff. You get what I'm saying? And it was just me and Kai on the road, just doing our thing. You get what I'm saying? And it was just like, and it was around the exact
Go
same
to the
time.
next film because that you're messing
touching
with my
the heart.
emotions.
Yeah,
Go to the next
it's
film.
hurting him.
Talk about the
Bro,
next
I
film
was
you wanna.
broken. Any road.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that one, and then what we got? Hit me.
Enemy of the State.
Enemy
Pursuit of
State,
Happiness.
yeah.
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys. You can't touch it. So,
what are you gonna do?
Relatable.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, what you gonna Bumba Clark do? So, Enemy of State. Yeah, it's a brilliant film.
Yeah.
But just as far
It's
as
a good
connection,
film.
yeah, of course it is. But just as far as connection, it wasn't the same as all the others. Independence Day.
Yeah.
Wicked.
Wicked.
It wasn't even wicked. It was wicked.
Wicked. Drizzy Saka Fett Freckles.
Fun fact: Will Smith's wife in Enemy of the State actually directed One Night in Miami.
Really?
The film I just told you a lot about earlier.
Isn't
Regina King.
Yeah, she from Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a good food.
Oh.
Yeah, and she
Soul
ain't even
food.
interested.
Yeah.
And she ain't even interested
In who, sir?
in any.
How do you know that? Can you quantify the providers
She's
of the
not
facts?
interested.
I think she's not homosexual. I think she's
She's
lesbian.
just chitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Throw that on her, yeah?
I didn't know.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think she likes us.
So back to the original question. For me,
So Trebler, what?
Yeah, because
What's your?
Drizzy's gonna dip.
Yeah. Because I was just waiting for it, waiting for the.
okay.
Yeah. See, you're good at it now.
no, I knew
Well
I got
done.
my answer.
All right, cool. Drizzy.
Why did it
Drizzy
take so long?
Freckles.
Well, I'm not getting rid of Enemy of the State because in Enemy of the State, he said, "You're the only woman for me. You and Janet Jackson." So that's a bar already. But Enemy of the State is not going anywhere.
Enemy State's cold.
Hello, with just some Negroes.
Yeah.
Come to get some brown sugar.
Sugar.
That's not going anywhere. Don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed.
We're just some Negroes.
Why got so many pictures of this guy? Oh, we're really close. Like, he's my partner. Anyway, The Pursuit of Happiness, man. Jeez Louise.
I might have to watch that again.
Oh,
Bro.
Maybe it just
the scene in the bathroom.
Maybe I was going through something.
Again, that a classic
Best
film.
acting.
A classic
I think
film
that might
of
have been his
Parent
best.
Alienation.
I think that was his best acting. I think out of all of the films, it was his best.
I might have to.
acting.
I might have to revisit.
Is that
film.
questionable, lads?
No, that's a valid point. That and Ali
His
maybe.
best acting.
Ali maybe.
Yeah, but Ali's not in it.
No, but he was in the film
No,
portraying.
no, I'm
Muhammad
talking
Ali.
about One's Gotta Go. I'm talking about the 4 films that we're talking
No, but you're
about.
saying about his acting.
No, I'm talking about the 4.
Okay.
It's got to be relevant to what we're talking about. Not.
I
understand what he's saying,
All right,
but no.
The Pursuit of Happiness for me is just too, and it's got parent alienating in that film as well.
100%.
Because his missus left him with a kid, and she's like, she just gave up on him.
Yeah.
So that
I'm gonna watch
that
it again.
That has to stay. It's
Okay.
too. I think we've all been there, even if it's just like on the job side of things, when you think like so I'm happy to let go of under the current circumstances.
Yeah.
Independence Day.
Okay,
that's interesting. That's interesting.
Okay, yeah.
So if we
would've been one of the two.
when we got some feedback online, I'm going to quickly go through it. Vanessa says,
Did you get Trebs?
Trebs,
I second Driz, second it. Literally.
Independence Day.
But why?
Right. Talk to me.
Independence Day, just because it was sick in the 90s, like watching it growing up, dope. But
It
like,
didn't last.
Yeah, and it was still him at his early stage. But I feel like the other films, Bad Boys, Enemy of the State, and obviously Pursuit of Happiness, like those are like seasoned Will Smith films, man. Like so.
I feel you. Do you know what, Trebs? I feel like
Respect.
it was a little bit easy for me to make a decision with that One's Got to Go. I reckon if you had put Men in Black in there, that might have caused.
That's why I got rid of Independence Day, because he's done at least 2 other alien-related films. That's
Men in
why.
Black. The first Men in Black. Woo!
And 16 people across all social media said Independence Day.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
And so enough said.
Yeah.
Last but not least, let's talk about the playlist. Slow Jam playlist. Valentine's Day on Sunday.
Baby,
Love is love. Love is love. Love is love. Drizzy, talk to us. What's the list?
So I've got I thought, you know what? Let me do a little.
What'd you call it?
How many tracks are on there, first and foremost?
Well, I've done an A side and a B side.
Oh my
We had
goodness.
Hello.
Front and back.
One time, leg punch shoulder, bust it. Done that bust it challenge. So I got the V tape A side, which is very R&B-ish heavy. But what I decided to do was I didn't want to go all out and go for the tried and tested classics. We know what the classics are. The Jodeci's, the Keith Sweats, the
It could have been easier to do that.
Right.
Yeah,
So I thought I'd switch it up and mix in some modern day moisture moments as well.
Squirt.
This is the playlist I'm using on Sunday to finesse.
I'm putting it out there. Listen, I'm asking for Godfather titles now. Yeah?
So that sounds like his plans have changed.
For him,
Oh, sorry.
he said he's going to use his playlist.
Oh, right. I thought
This
you
is the ammunition to. You didn't get the Tupac t-shirt, but he's gonna get some. He's gonna get some. Hello,
Yeah.
bang bang, chitty chitty. So I got like Usher Twerk It Out. For me, that's probably my favorite Usher tune. I got 112. You already know. I threw in a couple old school classics. Tender Love, Force M. I know you know about Tender Love.
Oh, Tender Love.
Oh, in my heart. Up and down, frying plantain in the yard.
Frying plantain in the back garden with your tun out.
Bust it, challenge, baby. Sorry. I want to know, Joe. I got Adorn. I got T-shirt by Destiny Child, which is a very underrated tune. I got Cupid on there. I got Make It Last Forever by Keith Sweat, Pretty Wings, Maxwell. So Amazing by the Don Dada himself, Luther Vandross. I'm not going to give you everything in there, but there's some Bobby V, some Dream, some Lloyd. Obviously, Childish Gambino's tune is in there. Obviously, some Tamia. Obviously, the Queen Rihanna's in there. So that's the A side.
Yep.
The B side is more a bit of the, the the man them just talk to the ladies too, but they might do it with bars.
Right.
A little LL Cool J, I Need Love. A little Method Man, All I Need.
I love
A
that.
little Jay-Z, Excuse Me Miss, On the Run,
Yeah.
Part 2. Them thing there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A little Pop Smoke, R.I.P. the Donny, Pop Smoke, with a little
R.I.P.
what do you
Pop
know about
Smoke.
love, them thing there.
Wicked.
So by the time you hear this podcast, it will be available. The links will be on our Fast Food Podcast Facebook page. Okay? Because it's hard to put links like that on Instagram and all that. So go to the Fast Food Podcast page on Facebook, and the links will be there for you to just click, and it will take you directly to the playlist. And then whatever you want to do on Sunday, you have my permission.
Just be careful.
But be careful.
Yeah. If
Make
you're
sure
in,
it's consensual.
if you're in a relationship that you've just kind of got into, use a condom. It's just safer that way.
Yep.
Quarantine and all of that.
And know the person's name.
And if it's it's the person that you've been with a while, just go all out, man.
Just let them ride the surfboard.
Play the
man.
tunes,
Just go
play the
with it,
tunes,
you know
cook
what I
some
mean?
dinner,
Yeah.
have some food,
Get some fruits involved.
get juiced up,
Yeah.
and then just keep it moving.
What's your juice of choice when you want to?
Brandy.
Brandy, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Trim?
It's got to be that. What's it called? What's the name of that juice, bro? That I used to get from.
Gin?
Oh, the gin.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
that
remember the name of it.
rhubarb and
Hortus.
yeah. Are you looking at yourself on your phone, bro?
No, I'm doing it live.
Oh, say no more.
Say
Alright,
no
cool.
more. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna wrap this up, people. I'll get into the Premier League next episode.
Like that, wouldn't you? Next.
Because there's a lot to unpack with that. But it's been amazing. It's been this is a show I wanted to do 2 weeks ago, but I'm glad we're doing
Popped
it
our
now.
cherry on this one.
Yeah, this
That was the warm up. This one's
yeah,
the
no,
real-
this is great.
Yeah.
And again, I want to really shout out everybody who's been participating in showing love and reaching out to us on our social medias. Don't forget, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook,
YouTube.
we were on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to YouTube. Subscribe to YouTube because there's going to be great content coming out,
And hit the
and there's going to be a
notification bell.
lot of food for you to digest. Again, playlist will be out on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
You can get the Fast Food Podcast on all DSPs. That's Spotify, that's iTunes, that's SoundCloud, and I just found out that we're on Google Play as well. I just did some research and we're on there.
Alexa,
So-
play the Fast Food Podcast, please.
Boom. So if you got an Android, we've got love for you. What else is there? I think that's it.
Well, it's Black History Month in America.
In America.
Yeah. Which should be Black History should be every day.
Well, I mean, we're very unappreciative, and we're very, we don't appreciate the things that we're given to us.
Yeah.
We're given a month
Yeah.
to basically
Shouts out to Phil.
revisit and review
Yeah.
our long history,
Yeah.
even though it's the shortest month of the year.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Yeah, man. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
So yeah, big up Trebler once again. Love family.
Trebler Lee.
Trimmer, who's got the keys to my bimmer, Drizzy,
Yeah.
Sucker, Fett, Freckles. I go by the name of Morgan Heights. This is a Fast Food Podcast. This is episode 2. See you soon.
4.
Peace.
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 To come.
Peace.
Be safe.
Peace.